Hello. The one snowy day that Dallas gets per year has arrived, which means that I get to cosplay as someone who grew up in the snow, is so used to this thing, totally has it down, and I'm very excited. I do rise to the occasion. We're about to step outside. I've got my multiple layers on, but I can't decide what shoes to go with. Maybe you can help me out. The benefit of going with these is that they have a lot of traction on the bottom. The benefit of going with these is that they are very warm. These I'll be sliding around in, but I'll be comfortable. These I'll probably be cold in, but I won't be sliding. But I feel like sliding is just kind of a part of the vibe, you know, it's part of the experience. So I think I'm gonna go with these because I honestly just want to be warm. And it's not like we're gonna be doing anything crazy. We're just gonna go for like a little stroll, you know? Yeah.
Not the multiple Christmas socks, still out. Honestly, mine never go away.
When you're in all your layers inside, so you're like sweaty in here, but you know you're gonna be freezing outside. Let's do this thing. Should we have it open? But the thing is, like, this is a really fluffy collar already, so... Oh, yeah. Need these for formulating snowballs. Beautiful. I have the little hand things in my sweater. I'm so prepared. Ready? Drum roll, please. The finishing touch. And there she goes. There she goes. Can you spot the difference between me and Meg Hughes? I don't think so. Okay, let's go in the snow. Objective. Have a lot of fun, get a really good hit with the snowball, and make sure Roxy has a good time. Yeah, otherwise, all bets are off. Now let's get serious about this thing. Girl, no way you stole my look. No way you stole my look. Not it looking better on you. Not you looking better in the puffer than me. Let me see. Sit. Good girl. Let us see. Good girl. Let's go. Look at how thick of a layer of ice this is. When I tell him he can go on without me and he actually does. Excuse me? I'm sorry. When did this become a hostile relationship? He's sending her to me. Oh, good girl. Go get him. Anyway, it's just like so funny how dramatic we are because we were talking about how in the Midwest this is like a dusting, you know? It's just a little bit. I was like, what is this, a foot? He's like, no. People always ask me why I chose Dallas when I moved here. And honestly, the only answer, I mean, there are, you know, societally acceptable answers, but really the true answer is because why not? I mean, it could have been Dallas, it could have been anywhere. There's different experiences that come with different places. Oh my god, I just slipped. And snow was definitely not one that I was expecting here because I think there had been like 1 year of snow before we moved here, but we never really had any evidence that that would be something we could expect. You know, it could have been Washington and its waterfalls. It could have been, I don't know, Kansas and its whatever Kansas has. The point being, there would have been something anywhere. This is just where we started. Anyway, it's very gorgeous here. Shall we play? Shall we play? Do you have what it takes? Yes, yes I do. I was literally about to tell the camera, I fully expect to fall, and then I literally fell on my face up there. Enhances the experience. We're gonna go play, and I'm just gonna let you sit there, be an observer. Okay, see you. Oh my god. Face plants completely.
The quiet dances on the screen. So long to burning slowly, smelling sweat and kerosene. And all the actors on the stage are rolling cigarettes and whispering so low.
I'm kind of tempted to slide down this hill, but I feel like that might be asking for trouble. But like, only fun things come out of asking for trouble, you know?
So long silent movies, to waking early, staying late.
There you go.
Well, that was fun. We're back in the house, a little bit more warmed up now. We're just gonna stay in for the rest of the night. We had a grocery order to pick up, but we're just gonna go get that tomorrow because it's just not worth it to drive on the roads today. We recently finished Yellowstone, so we're now starting 1883. We'll see if we like it as much. But it is interesting that it's based in Fort Worth a little bit in the beginning. We're like on the first episode, and that's so close by. So maybe we'll take a trip down there soon. But yeah. So we're gonna cuddle up here, maybe make some hot cocoa, have some pasta, and enjoy the snow. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's the king of the house watching his TV show. It's so silly, but this is so good for his enrichment, and he enjoys it so much. It might not look like it right now because he's suspicious of what I'm doing, but he will literally sit there on the couch and watch it like a human. It's crazy. He's looking at me like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never do that. Say hi. Hi, Eddie. Come here. Good boy. Okay, let's cuddle.
But I want you to pick a few things that you do your best.
Checking back in a few hours later. I wanted to say goodnight, but also show you a little bit of what I'm reading right now. Currently finishing The Four Agreements. I feel like this is just... I just lost my bookmark. One of those cult classics that I've just never read, and so I actually woke up earlier than usual the other morning and took almost the entire thing in at once. So I have a chapter or so to go in here, maybe like 40 pages. It's a really quick read. It's kind of just what I thought it would be, nothing profound, but good principles to live by. And then on the more non-fiction but fun side, I'm bouncing between these two. I know this might seem like a lot, but for me, books are like TV shows, you know, depending on my vibe, I pick up where I left off with one of them, you know? Anyway, one of them is With Love from London. Please disregard the fact that you can still see the used bookstore sticker on there. I, for some reason, really can't get myself to take it off. This one discusses topics like grief and mother-daughter relationships, is based in London, has to do with inheriting a bookstore, so that in itself sets a beautiful scene for me. It also goes back and forth between two timelines, which I find that I like, but I don't know that I like it when it's not done romantically. I'm not far enough into it to where I can really give any sort of thoughts yet. I will say that I like it, but I don't love it yet. Trying to keep trekking along though because the reviews on this are great. Second one is Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. I love Dolly Alderton. I read Everything I Know About Love last year, around this time last year, and found some really beautiful lessons in it. This one is similar, but it's not specific to her. It's a story about a character, but follows the same kind of vibe, the same coming of age, life lessons, stories of being someone who identifies as female in a world like this, full of career changes and life changes and friendship changes and bodily changes and all of the above. And I'm really excited to keep going on this one. Something I really enjoy about her is just her candor when speaking. I don't even know if that would be the right word, but just her disregard for the way that her words are going to be interpreted. She just gives it to you, and I think that that really comes through on the page. And it's interesting that it comes through even when she's not narrating her own thoughts, she's narrating the thoughts of a character. So I'm very excited. I'm really enjoying these. I'm gonna keep going with them. I'm also just like reading some other books in the back, like The Body Keeps the Score, pleasure activism, finance books that are always ongoing. Pick them up, read a few pages, read a chapter, put them down because they're just so dense. And I've shared these thoughts before, but there is a time for academic books. I do think that it's important to read things that are not fun to read and teach you something and have a lot of hard truths, but I also think that there's a place for romance reads, fun reads, coming of age tales, things that can make you laugh, specifically before going to sleep, which is what I'm about to do now after I demolish a plate of pasta and watch a few episodes of our show. But anyways, I just wanted to, let me take these off. Sorry about the glare. I am definitely a person who keeps their hair towel on for much too long. I recognize that that's probably not good for my curls, but I do a lot of things that are not good for me. Less and less as time goes on because I'm learning and trying and coming into myself. But where is this going? Oh, I was just gonna say thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for taking in this little artistic thing that I've put out into the world. Each one of these that I make is so exciting. Still feels like the first one. I was reminiscing on when I first bought the Final Cut Pro program and edited my first video with it, which was actually, ironically enough, around this time 2 years ago. Yeah, it was around Valentine's Day. It was actually the Valentine's Day vlog from 2021. Oh my god, how was that 2 years ago? Yeah, and I'm just, I love it. I love making these. I love being able to scroll back to a specific time in my life and feel nostalgic and really see it for what it was and not the lens of just distortion that you tend to have looking back on things, you know, rose-colored glasses, which granted, like everything you see online does have a pair of rose-colored glasses, but anyways, I know how I was feeling in those videos. But I just wanted to say, I hope that if you also have some snow in your area, that you are safe and warm and fed and clothed and have access to a cozy bed and a pup to cuddle, a partner to love, friends to have dinner with, warm noodles to fill your belly with, and cozy pajamas. I know that I was so excited about the snow today, but for a lot of people it's not an ideal situation, and I really recognize that, and I wish you safety and love and peace as always. So thank you for being here. Keep pushing, keep going. This is really random, but I'll leave you with something that I just heard in the podcast I was listening to, which is that feelings are not final. Yeah, don't think I need to elaborate. But everything will be okay, and when in doubt, create something. Okay, see you soon. Bye.